Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Sunday 30 January, and I hope you guys are enjoying the market. No, I'm pretty sure you're not enjoying the market. Jokes intended, pun intended. Now, here we are with this Bitcoin, and business continues as usual. Now, basically, I'm still looking for Bitcoin to be rejected at nearly the 10 EMA, okay? I haven't actually bring the 10, so here we are. I'm gonna bring the 10 EMA, this yellow line right there. It seems like you've already crossed a little bit of the 10 EMA on the daily. Do you see that? It's like you're crossing it just a little bit right there. Actually, this is the 9. I'm gonna actually change the settings here a little bit, increase the thickness right there. The input is gonna be 10, just like that. All right, so the 10 is being crossed at the moment. So since the 10 is being crossed, of course, you're gonna have to tackle and battle the 20. Simple put, because the last time you did cross the 10, you were actually not really crossing, you were just making a fake out, and then you went down, and then you try to cross the 10 once again, you went to the 20, you touched the 20, again you got rejected, and then you go down. The thing, simple put, is whenever you cross the 20, you go to the 55, and you could still be rejected at the 55 and go to the downside. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy research and lengthy analysis so that we can actually see Bitcoin in much more better details and try to understand the situation that we're currently in right now. So it's going to be a little bit detailed and a fun update today. Yeah, so the first thing, as I said in the title, is how many days does it take to form a habit? Okay, I'm going to Google this one, and here's the answer at the first page. Okay, it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days for a person to form a new habit, and an average of 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. Now, why did I do that? Why the hell am I doing all this? Because trading is is really close to psychology, okay? Well, whatever the market does based on the psychology of a human being, how people think, how people react. Now, I'm actually going to dive into the monthly time frame so that I can actually make you understand and get my point across, okay? So here we are, and you see from here, from back in April, from April to March, how many days is it, okay? From April to March, that's like nearly 300 days, okay? And it takes 254, 18 to 254 days to adopt to a new habit. So the trading psychology suggests that when you were moving up and up and up and up and up and up and up, you went high and high and high. During this time, people developed the uptrend into their brains, okay? Even in this first wave that you see, it actually developed the habit that, okay, Bitcoin is moving to the upside. And then it takes some few more months to actually develop into the brains of people that Bitcoin is going to go to the downside. And then people became bearish. So when it becomes bearish and people adopted to that new habit, then Bitcoin went up and up and up. No, the habit wasn't formed. Again, came here slowly, the habit started to form, and then the habit formed right here at the highest point, okay? Now from there, Bitcoin again dumped, right? So what currently we're doing is what we did here from the first wave to the second wave. I'm going to tell you this. So this was your first wave, second wave, right? Third wave, fourth wave is a repetition of what happened between the first and the second wave, okay? Now, my take is that the bull run hasn't ended just yet, and it's like they're just printing these candles to actually print in your brain a new habit that we are gonna keep going down, and nothing keeps going down forever. So nothing keeps going down forever, and I always say this back to back again in the channel, that whatever goes down in the future, they go up, no matter what you do, okay? Unless there's magic happen, and we see some magic happen, and then we never go to the upside, okay? No, it doesn't work like that. But there is going to be some little bit of painful months, boring months ahead, before the uprise of the fifth wave, which is pending on the Elliott wave chart theory, 1, 2, 3, 4, and potentially go for the fifth wave as well, unless you do not go below the first wave, okay? Now that's the first thing, okay? The psychology of a market, okay? You always have to understand the psychology of the market. Now, I want to talk about the second thing, okay? So here we are, And if I turn on the 20 EMA, we are being supported at the 20 EMA. I don't know why this is not showing up. Ugly. Okay, so on the BLX, I'm gonna open it up. All right, so here we are on the BLX, and that was the 55. Okay, this is the 20, and the 20 is now acting as a big level of support right now, right here at this moment. And I've already shown you the 10, which is actually going to be a little bit of a problem for it, but I'm going to go into the indicators, and I'm going to actually bring in the Gaussian channel. So here we are with the Gaussian channel, and since you can already see that we are being supported at the 20, the Gaussian channel has a support down here. I'm going to show you this support where it is. So the lowest band of the Gaussian channel, whenever we saw from the first wave here and the second wave down there, it actually went to the top of the Gaussian channel. It went beneath, under the Gaussian channel, but it was a quick wick and then came to the upside. So look, you end up for the first wave. This was your second wave. It closed above the Gaussian channel. And now what you could potentially be doing is, in the future, the Gaussian channel just goes a little bit up and up and up and up, maybe to the $24,000, and then you go on the top of the Gaussian channel on the monthly, backtest it, and then continue to the upside. Now, why do I say you could go to the monthly Gaussian channel? I'm going to tell you. Now, there are still two things I want to point out. I just noticed that the 20 EMA is supporting Bitcoin, and that price is $37,400. Okay, so if we see on the weekly, the Gaussian channel still suggests that the dump isn't over, right? Because now that you're inside the Gaussian channel like this, you're trapped inside. The last time you actually went to the Gaussian channel, you bounced off it and then continued to the upside. But now you went inside the Gaussian channel, got trapped, you went to the middle band, you lost the middle band, and you're looking to go to the lowest band, which is 30,000. And that's why I say Bitcoin as a technical target to still go to $29,000. Okay, the story isn't over, and whenever you're being trapped into the Gaussian channel just like this, then trust me, I don't think it ends anytime soon. It actually even goes below the Gaussian channel. I'm going to show you why and how many times this happened in the history as well. So in the Gaussian channel right now, you are inside the Gaussian channel, went to the down to the lower band, but the last time you were inside it, you went below the Gaussian channel. And maybe we might see something very similar to this, where you're inside the Gaussian channel, boom, you go to the downside below the Gaussian, and then you move to the upside. So basically, you might see the same thing, go down and down and down and down, makes a big red candle to the to the $24,000, and then the monthly Gaussian channel also rises to the upside. You touch it, and then you continue with the uptrend. Of course, I do see an uptrend in the future as well. I'm not saying that we are gonna be down for the rest of our lives. It doesn't happen like that. Okay, this is crypto. Whatever goes down comes up later. Now here we are for the bear market situation. You got inside the Gaussian channel, went below it, and then in the future then you went up. So it's pretty evident now that whenever you're inside the Gaussian channel, you do go under the Gaussian channel and then you continue. After that you continue, and that's the best time to buy. That's a buying opportunity when you go below the Gaussian channel on the weekly. So again, the Gaussian channel on the weekly went down, another buying opportunity, and then you went to the upside. So it's still just a buying opportunity. I can show you this so many times. Even right here in the previous history, you were below it, went down, support the middle band, and then you went below it. Okay, so I'm not still satisfied with what Bitcoin is doing right now. So this just tells me that whenever you're into the Gaussian channel, you are going to go below the Gaussian channel. That's just how history plays out, and I'm really afraid of this huge double top right there. Okay, so that's the Gaussian channel, and I've already talked about it. Now it doesn't really, anything can happen. You could still go to the lowest band, touch the lowest band, and then continue to the upside. It's not a guarantee that you're still gonna go below it, but if you're gonna have to go below it, I'm gonna update you about this one as well. So hiding the Gaussian channel as well, I just want to dive into the normal Bitcoin chart once again, and here we are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dive into the daily time frame, and let's bring in the RSI as well. So I want to bring in from the indicators the RSI, and the RSI does suggest that the bottom is very near right now. So I'm going to actually zoom in just a little bit here, zoom out of this one as well. And let's talk about the RSI. So if you check the RSI on the daily, we are at the very oversold department. Basically, you are in the zone called as a buying zone. Okay, so where you see right now Bitcoin stepping in, this is a place where you buy basically. Yes, it does say you buy, but the RSI is not just one indicator that you should keep an eye on. There are so many other indicators. Now, the last time that you came near this place, you see that you came to that place, you went really, really high. And this is the place that you've actually come in once again. Do you see that? Something like this. So it's really oversold on the daily, and it seems like it could be a nice good buy. But the last time that actually this happened was when you had that big Corona dump right there. Do you see that? You had that big Corona dump like this, and then the RSI also went down, and then you continue to the upside. But there is one thing that I want to tell you though. In order for us to continue and start this uptrend, to confirm anything on the RSI, you have to break the trend, and the trend hasn't been broken just yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna actually increase the thickness a little bit right there. Yeah, this one's gonna be like uh, this thickness right here. The yellow one is gonna be like that. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more visible and fun to actually talk about. Okay, so the last time that you were moving from the RSI, there was a resistance that you have to break. So this was when you were moving back in June and July 2019. You went down and down and down and down and down. And then what you did is you stayed below the breakout, back test, and then you continue to the upside. Okay. There's one more example here, down and down and down and down, and then you break out, back test, continue to the upside. I'm gonna actually repeat this. You went down and down and down, break out, and then you continue to the upside. Okay, down again, breakout, back test, continue. This was a big one. Okay, you went down and down and down and down and down and down, and from December till July, for the first time, you started crawling up, broke out of it, back tested, and then continued. Okay, now here we are with the September dump, potentially once again, down and down and down and down and down, and then you break out and then you continue. But now, where you are at this situation ever since November or October, if you want to say, from here, you've just been moving down and down and down and down and down. Look, but you're still being resisted. You haven't actually broken out of this RSI to continue. Now, what is my take? My take is I still see Bitcoin in here on the daily, forming a nice, good, glorified bear flag, nothing else. This is looking like a bear flag to me. For the past few days, it's just been like that. And you could still break to the downside, go to $39,000 or $29,000, and actually stop there. And we do know that the Gaussian channel on the weekly, the lowest band is near the 30,000. Okay, so it could still take a big support at the $29,000. During this time, what you could see on the RSI as well, if I zoom in here on the RSI, and I'm going to tell you this one, how this could be playing out. So you just make this fake move because there's no volume in it. Okay, I'm going to talk about the volume here. Now that you've moved to the upside, the RSI has also moved to the upside. You've reached, the resistance point. You've already reached the resistance point. And then you drop. You drop to 29K. The RSI drops down again to 19, okay? And then from there, the RSI makes a double bottom, okay? And here you also find a nice big double bottom, which is the first bottom and the second bottom. And then that's when you actually bottom out completely and you do not go to $24,000. Are we gonna go to 24K? I'm gonna let you know, okay? Right now, $29,000 is gonna be a very big level to watch and support as well. So I'm actually going to bring in the last thing on the 4-hour time frame. I know this is a little bit extended update today, but I just wanted to do it so that we can actually get some things out of the way. Okay, now here we are, and on the 4-hour time frame, I just see a big double top right now. First top and then a second top. So be careful about this one, okay? Be really, really careful. I'm actually gonna drop in a resistance line right there. So this is gonna be a resistance. Right now, Bitcoin might have an exhaustion of an uptrend now, because this was your first top, second top, and from there you could actually dump to the downside, and this is going to be your neckline just like that. So when you break out of this double top, I'm going to tell you the technical targets from here to there. That's going to take you all the way down nearly to $33,000 if you're going to break this double top. Okay, so be careful, guys. That double top, this double top can play out, and it's bearish as well. And one last thing before I close the video is the volume. Look at the volume. The divergence is still there. Okay, it's not good. So when the prices are moving up and up and up and up and up like that, you can see the volume, nothing, no buyers, no buyers at all. Okay, so this is fake based on the volume. It is fake, okay, based on the volume once again. And are we having a rising wedge potentially? Let me actually go into the 4-hour time frame, and I just want to see one last thing, if we're having any potential rising wedge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this particular trend line that is forming up, and it's like we're forming some sort of an ascending triangle from there to there. Do you see that? Yeah, potentially a little bit of an ascending triangle right there. So I'm actually going to put it like this, and the apex is by 3rd of February. Okay, so you got to do something by 3rd of February. Are you actually going to be squeezed like this and then drop to the downside, or are you going to actually pop up, backtest, and then continue? So I'm going to tell you, if you were to pop out of this ascending triangle, I'm going to tell you just a minute, because there's a small positive progress. You're making a low, a higher low, and then a higher low. You're putting in a higher high. The question is, can you put another higher high to actually confirm a small uptrend and potentially break the downtrend? So if you're going to do that, if you're actually going to break out of this ascending triangle, I'm going to tell you the technical targets from the top to the bottom, just like that. And wherever you're breaking out from here, if you break out of it, that's going to take you to this resistance line, yellow line, and that's going to take you to $42,000 or the $41,000, which I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, right? So that's it for today's Bitcoin update. Whoa, this was so long, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.